Keith Wood has thrown petrol on the fire ahead of Ireland versus South Africa, praising Rassie Erasmus as phenomenal, while also accusing him of pushing the limits of the sport and calling some of his innovations bullshit. Rassie Erasmus has dragged the Springboks through another outrageous season, 10 wins from 12 tests, rugby championship dominance, France crushed in Paris, all while surviving back-to-back red card controversies. But this weekend, the double world champions head to Dublin for what many consider their toughest test of the year. And just days before that showdown, former Ireland captain Keith Wood decided to light things up. I know Rassie, but not very well. We kind of collided with each other a bit when we played against each other. I got to meet him when he was in Munster. He plays the villain, and at times he is the villain, Wood said when speaking with Vision 4 Sport. He also deflects everything away from the team he has built breakaway thinking from a lot of South African teams of the past. Yes, he has a huge pack of forwards. In fact, he has 2 huge packs of forwards. I like some of the innovations, others are bullshit. He's kind of pushing the laws. It's a remarkable attack from an Irish great on the man currently dominating world rugby, but Wood didn't stop there. He praised Erasmus's tactical genius while openly questioning whether his constant law bending is good for the game. But I also think he has the ability, and this is where the innovation has been excellent, to identify players who can actually play in say 4 positions, Wood continued. That wouldn't have been thought of before. It's ideas like Esterhazen going into the back row at the weekend. I would like there to be only 4 or 5 subs in a game. And what Rassie has done is proven that actually is possible because you can get players that cover different positions. Wood even used boxing to explain how frustrated he is by South Africa's bench power. You have 5 subs, and that makes it interesting. You're also asking players to be fitter and able to last longer and not to have an expectation of going off. There is not a great amount of joy in a front row for 70 minutes or 50 minutes. Then they bring on a whole new team when you're just getting on top of them. I liken it to being in the 8th or 9th round of a boxing match and they just changed the boxer. But then came the twist. Wood admitted that Rassie's influence might actually be the only thing capable of saving rugby. Rassie's thinking has been phenomenal in that multi-use of player. Within that thinking could be, in my view, the saving of the game. The Irish legend also admitted that the Springboks have changed the sport on a structural level. Their ability to select overseas players and manage them has created a depth model most nations cannot copy. It works when you have the number of players that are coming through the system like South Africa have. It wouldn't really work for Ireland. We'd suffer quite heavily if our players all went overseas and we didn't get to pick them. Now the real question is simple. Is Keith Wood right? Is Rassie Erasmus saving rugby or breaking it? Let us know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Green and Gold Army News for more explosive Springbok coverage.